What's up, guys? It's your boy Sawan Belcher. This is me taking action right here on YouTube and Instagram. Today we're gonna do a little 6-minute Q&A. We had somebody that, if you're not a part of my email list, go to thisismetakinaction.com and join the email list. I actually help answer any questions that you guys have, and then also, give you guys real estate tips so that way you can dominate your market. But so I'm doing something new. It's called 6-minute answer. So you guys give me a question that you guys have about your life, your situation, about what you have going on, and I'll literally just pop on here, unedited, unfiltered, and I'll answer that question for you. So I got to get some chicken feed for the chicken, so I'll go grab the golf cart real quick. But this question comes from somebody from the email list, and they said, well, what should I do with my parents' house that they gave me? And they left a couple notes and said that the house that they gave them has a mortgage attached to it, and also they already own their own house as well. Okay, so that's two different pieces. Now, really, I need more information than that to give like the best information, but I can kind of work with that. So my first thing I would want to know, though, would be what kind of mortgage is on the house that the parents gave them. See, like, most people don't know, but not all loans are created equal. So, if it's a reverse mortgage on the home that got passed down, that would be an issue. A reverse mortgage, essentially, it pays you every month that you own the house. Like, so your mortgage premium is going up. The amount that you owe is going up every single month versus going down. And because, like, reverse mortgages are meant for the elderly who have equity in their homes, and they're looking to make income. So the bank will create this reverse mortgage, right, and pay the elderly every single month, and it makes their balance go up. That's how reverse mortgage works. Now, if it's that, whenever the elderly passes away, that would pass it down to you, that mortgage becomes due. Like, it's due because they're passed away now. It's no more getting checks. You got to pay the bank back, or it's going to auction. So if that's the case, then of course you need to do what's best for you. Me personally, the way I'm looking at if I'm keeping that house or not in that particular situation is if the house has equity as is, okay? If the house has equity as is, meaning as is, minus the amount that I can, owe versus what I can sell it for right now as is, if that amount is $40,000, and let's say it's gonna cost me, $30,000 to fix up that house, me personally, I'm probably gonna sell it. Me personally, now, in that same scenario, if the house has $150,000 of equity, okay, meaning if I sell it right now as is, I can make $150,000, and the house needs $50,000 to fix it up. Me personally, in that scenario, I probably would figure out a way to keep that house. Okay, so let's do a different scenario real quick. So let's say that your parents left behind the house and it had a traditional mortgage on it. Okay, now I believe it needs work. I think that's the issue. See, so instantly I'm going to keeping the property, and if it needs work, no matter what significant amount of work that it needs, and it has a mortgage, and it has some equity, I'm gonna say, hey, let's keep it and let's rent it out. Now, one of the ways you can rent the property out is by renting it on a lease option. So giving somebody the option to buy it. So it's like I'm gonna sell it later kind of thing. But at the same time, I'm gonna rent it now, and with the possibility that they won't buy it in the future, but you won't have to put any money in it. You'll just be able to, rent it out. Another scenario, so I honestly want you to try to keep it as much as possible. Like, if the houses that I leave to my kids, I want them to do their best to keep them. Now, there are going to be houses that is going to be beneficial to sell. And I think those houses that are beneficial to sell, you can make $40,000 or more. But if the house has $100,000 of equity or more, you need to do your damnedest to keep it, because it's not like you have $100,000 opportunity being passed down to you every single day. You know, that's one that's worth holding on to. You know, like our house that we live at, you know, when we pass this down to our kids, this is $1 million property. So I want them to do their best to hold on to this property, because it's $1 million. It's $1 million. You know, they're not going to get that passed down to them often. So, yeah. So that's pretty much how I would roll. Okay. So if you have $100,000 of equity, do your best to hold on to it. You know, if for whatever reason it needs 30 grand worth of work and you can make 40, hey, sell it as is. Sell it as is, make it roll, and figure out a way to use that money to do something bigger and better. If it's a reverse mortgage, then you already know what it is. It's gonna, you know, the note is due. You know, go ahead and call it. But let's say that you do. Let's say it does have 100 grand of equity and you do want to keep it. How do you get the money so that way you can keep it? The first thing I'm doing, me personally, is I'm gonna go to like a RIA meeting, and I'm gonna talk to people and let them know what I got. You know, I'm gonna let them know what I got. I'm gonna let them know, hey, I'm looking for a real estate investor that can come in and give me a loan on a second position. Hey, hey, I got this property. Parents left it behind to me. I'm willing to sell 50% equity for 35 grand. You know, we rent this out. You know, we hold on to it. You know, I might try to go to a bank. I might try to go to a bank and say, hey, look, I got 100 grand worth of equity. You know, I got estimators. I got contractors estimating it's going to cost me, you know, 40 grand. You know, that still leaves me with 60 grand of equity. I'm going to rent it out. That rent covers what I owe on the first mortgage and what I'm going to owe you guys. You know, I would do whatever I could, you know, to do my best to keep it. You know, there's money out there. So I'm reaching out to partners first. You know, I'm reaching out to banks for a home equity line of credit. And I'm making sure that whatever the rent is going to be is going to cover the first mortgage and that second mortgage. So that way I have enough spread. So that way, if for whatever reason that the way I get the money, I need to refinance, I can, because there's enough equity in it. Okay. But that's kind of a long story short. Okay. If I can make 40 grand as is and the house need 30 grand worth of work, it's gone. I got to sell it. I'm selling it. But if the house has 100 grand or more of equity, hey, I'm going to do my damnedest to keep it. So that's my answer to you, my sister. You guys have an amazing day. Peace.